Well, greetings, Boise State fans, and welcome on back to Bronco Nation News. Apologize for my hoarse voice here. BJ Rains with you, along with Colin Mitchell, and we're really excited to keep our series going where we check in with all the Boise State commits. Hopefully, you've been enjoying this series. You can go to BroncoNationNews.com, and if you're a subscriber, you can see all the videos with all the different recruits. And we're into double digits now. This is going to be our 10th Boise State recruit that we've checked in. We've been on offense, we've been on defense, we've been on special teams, and we're really excited to head back to the defensive line. Cortez Hogans, he's a transfer from Snow College, originally started his career at Northern Illinois, 6'4", 270 along that D-line. Looking forward to bringing him on and seeing him play on the blue here pretty soon. Cortez, appreciate your time, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, doing all good.
You got your sporting the Boise State sweatshirt there. You're ready for Wednesday. Kind of
Yeah.
been a unique journey for you, obviously, in your college career, but now you're going to sign and get up to Boise State. What's the feeling like for signing day on Wednesday and making it official with Boise State?
I'm just happy to finally lock it in because just being here, the JUCO is the JUCO story for me is just it's been very treacherous. Going from D1 to coming to JUCO and then going back to D1 is just a blessing to be able to get the opportunity to do it again. So I'm just happy to sign and have my family there to support me.
And Cortez, I actually came from a JUCO. I was a JUCO student. Can't say I was much of an athlete, but you're the first one that we actually are interviewing from a JUCO out of this signing class. Just tell us, what was that process like going from Northern Illinois? I think it was right after COVID hit. You entered the transfer portal, and how did you end up at Snow College in Utah? I know there's a lot of different options for community colleges.
After I entered the portal, once I entered the portal, I really just put my name out there to see what I got. The only schools that were hitting me up were just D2, D3s. Abilene Christian, I thought about going there, but I just I don't want to just settle, and I know I can do better for myself. So it was either Iowa Western or Iowa Central, and then Utah, Snow College, they hit me up on Twitter, and then the only school that gave scholarships on the West Coast. So I was like, it's time for a change. It just came out here, and it worked out for the best.
And before we went live here, you were telling us it's right in the middle of nowhere in Utah. How has that been, and how have you been able to adapt with that?
Coming from DeKalb, well, at NIU, we're in the middle of nowhere too, but out here, we're in the farmlands. You see sheep walking down the street, you might bump into a deer, you might see wild dogs on the back of trucks. So it's very a different experience out here. Don't get me wrong, I like being in the city, but I'm kind of turned to a country guy. I've been to the rodeos, I've been to the crash derbies, all that. So I'm kind of getting into the countryside now since I've been out here.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunity once you get to Boise as well. It definitely, once you leave the city, it definitely is interesting, and it's pretty cool out here, though. So when you first left NIU, was there any specific reason? Was it COVID? Was there a coaching change or anything specific like that?
The main reason for me, there was a coaching change, but the main reason for me, I didn't want to be just another guy just sitting there, wasting my time, just going by and just being another guy on the team. I wanted to make an impact and be someone. So I just said, let me give myself a chance and go JUCO and then make an impact because I don't want to just be just some other guy who played college football. I want to actually make it to the next level with this. So I just said, let me stop wasting my time and get up out of here.
And you clearly have had success at Snow College. I think betting on yourself was great, and you start receiving offers. What was it about Boise State, and how did they approach you in that recruiting process?
Well, my position coach, Coach AJ, him and Frank Miley, they have a great relationship because he coached them at Utah State. So I actually talked to Frank back in spring. I couldn't leave anyway, but I was just talking to him because they were just my coach had sent me their film. So ever since the spring, they've been talking to lead up to the season. And then once I got that visit, it just felt like home and time to lock it in because out of all the coaches, the Boise coaches really wanted they were talking to my family the most and showing the most love and the most genuine and not just BSing me because recruiting is a lot of BS and all over the place. So they just kept it up front with me. That's what I really like the most about Boise coaches and the Boise staff.
Have any of the Boise coaches been able to come down and see you since you went up there to Boise?
Coach Evelos and Coach Frank, they came up here during the season during practice before I went up there, and then Coach Frank, he came down here. After our playoff game against Iowa Western, and then Coach Davidson, he went to go see my mom. On Saturday, we played against Iowa Western.
Now, when you did go up to Idaho and first saw the blue for the first time and everything, did you go for a game or did you just have you work out? Or
no, I went for a game. I went for the New Mexico State game.
Gotcha.
New Mexico, yeah, the Lobos.
Nice. I'm sure that was probably a good game to go to.
Yeah, it was a little dead, but it was still a good experience though.
Yeah, maybe the crowd wasn't as big as some of the games earlier in the season, but I think the end goal was good. They got the win, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's been over a month since, or I guess just under a month since you actually verbally committed on Twitter to Boise State. How has that been in the last month? Have any other schools reached out to you? Anything like that?
A few other schools like reached out to me. I talked to Nebraska offered me. University of Illinois reached out to me again, and then that was pretty much the only two. And then Nebraska came down to visit me. We sat down and talked, but I just like left it at that. Just like appreciate the offer, but I'm here and I want to stick with Boise.
Very cool, and I'm sure it was definitely interesting having a team like Nebraska and Illinois, two Big Ten schools offer you. That definitely sometimes that occasionally brings other schools into the picture as well. Just seeing schools like that offer you, and it's definitely interesting how it works out going into it.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you tell some of the Boise State fans about your play style and what you bring to the defensive line?
Well, my play style, I'm more of like a aggressive pass rusher, a run stopper, and like just me overall. I like to have fun, so I'm pretty much like laid back and fun on the field. Like I like to talk my smack and just go play ball. So I'm pretty much just bringing energy and just I guess my aggressiveness to the field.
Cortez, what's that say about you, and what's that say about Boise State? I guess you did have a couple of Big Ten schools come down, and Nebraska comes all the way out to visit with you, and you basically said no thanks. I want to go to Boise. I mean, that obviously speaks pretty highly of what you think of Boise.
hmm I really just well, I told the Nebraska coach, I said, Coach, I'm not really chasing no logos. I'm not chasing just because you're a Big Ten. Because I'm from the Midwest, and of course it's a dream to play Big Ten, but I just felt like Boise would be the best spot for me to take off and make a name for myself for my career. And like it just felt like a genuine vibe there, and just it felt like home. So I
Was
wanted to
the
just make
was the Illinois one intriguing just because it was close to home?
Illinois. They really didn't. They were just talking to me just because like I'm a guy from in state, but they really wasn't anything serious. But just Nebraska was the one that really came in the last few minutes just to apply pressure, and I just told them like, no, thank you.
Well, I like the Sox hat you got there. I'm actually from St. Louis, man. I'm a Midwest guy myself, so I made it out
Also,
to
you're a
Boise
Cardinals
as well.
fan?
I am, yeah. Sorry if that ends the interview here, but
Nah, we
I,
good.
yeah. So I mean, I came out to Boise thinking I'd be there a year or two, and 9 years later, I'm still here, man. So what
hmm
else on the visit? What else was it about just the city, the locker room, the facilities, the game itself? What was it about the visit where you kind of said this is the spot for me?
It really wasn't anything like about the facilities or anything. I like the big thing for me, like when I first like, went to the game, the environment just felt different. I like you said, it wasn't that packed, but like it was still packed to me. Like you can feel the energy from the crowd and the fans. Like you can really like understand like why Boise is like an important like the boys football team is very important to the state and the city. So it's just like I want to be a part of something special and just keep the tradition going because I'm a blue collar guy, and just like those guys there, I want to work hard and just take care of business.
So I'm sure fans are wondering what is your eligibility situation in terms of how many years you got left and stuff since you've been bouncing around a little bit.
I'll have 2 years left, so I'll be there for 2 years to take care of my business.
And you plan to come in January then?
Yeah, I'll be there January 8th.
Okay, and not too far of a trip for you, I guess. Now, I mean, it is from home, but not from Snow College, right? Was that a 5, 6, 7 hour drive or something, or where
No,
exactly is Snow?
well, yeah, for snow, it's a 5 hour drive, but I'm gonna head back home to Illinois first to get more of my stuff, and then I'll take a flight back out there, and
Okay,
then be ready, set to go.
what's your motivation coming in? Obviously, the D line's bringing some key guys back, but there are obviously some depth issues there. I mean, what are you looking at in terms of what Frank and Coach Danielson and Coach Avalos have told you about your chance to come in and compete?
For me, like they told me since I'm more like a versatile guy, I can play on the edge and I can play like a three technique or a nose, but I tend to stay away from nose because I'm not one of those big heavy guys and all the double teams. But I could play three tech and I could play the edge. So I'm really just bringing my versatility to the game and how I can really like my knowledge of the game has grown since me being here at JUCO because I just can see more. For me coming from linebacker from high school, I can just see more and play more faster. So I'm really pretty much just bringing my versatility to the game for the D line.
Well, the history and tradition at Boise State, how much did that draw you in, and just the oddness of the blue turf and the Fiesta Bowl trophies, and just Boise State? It's kind of a Boise. They just do it a little bit differently up there. And so, what's
hmm
kind of what did that draw you? And I know 7-5 this year wasn't their best season, but obviously they're
Uh-huh.
expecting to be back there and winning Mountain West titles next year.
Right. What really got me, what really got my dad, because my dad, he's huge into like looking at stadiums and always taking track of the fans. But what really got him was the blue turf, because like he always wanted to see that. And like for me, like I never thought I would ever like be able to have the chance to go play at Boise State coming from Illinois. So it's just like I gotta take this chance and go here and just enjoy my experience here.
How excited are you? I mean, I know Colin asked you at the beginning, but just to be finally signing, you think about your journey, and it's been up, it's been down. You probably didn't know at times where you were going to find a spot, and to now have
Hmm.
an opportunity at a place like Boise State and a new family to call home here in 48 hours or whatever when you're going to sign and make it official. What is the feeling like?
I'm ready to go. Like since the day I committed, I was ready to pack my bags and hit the road already. But I just, kept I just kept it down and be patient, because I know once that time comes there and just kind of get the ball rolling. But I've been happy about it. Me and my family were very excited, so I'm just ready to sign these papers and then book my flight out to Boise and be ready to go.
So you go. What is the plan? You got any big ceremony set up at the college or?
We're a few of the guys on the team, whoever signs is gonna sign at 9 a.m. on the 15th, and
Okay.
in our facilities, and then after that, I'm gonna hit the airport and I'll be gone.
So you're just finishing up now then. So you're heading home
Yeah,
for about 2 weeks or so, then you'll come back in early January.
yeah.
Are you going to fly out by yourself, or are you going to get your parents to come drop you off, or what?
No, I think my family will come out with me so I can move some stuff in.
That's great. Do you know who your roommate's
Yeah.
going to be yet or anything? Or
I'm actually rooming with the other DN commit who just committed yesterday, Devin. So we'll be
okay,
roommates together. Yeah.
nice. JUCO guy himself coming from Mississippi. That's pretty cool. That'll work out good for you guys. And hey,
Hmm.
man, best of luck. Appreciate your time. And I know when you committed, it was a big time get for Boise State. Bronco Nation's excited. Final thing, what would you say to Bronco Nation? All the fans are watching and ready to see you make some plays on the blue. You got any final message for Bronco Nation here?
Um, to be honest, like I really appreciate you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, like my Twitter account is all just straight Boise fans. And I didn't think like my stuff would, like blow up that big, and like I really appreciate you guys and the huge fan base that we have in Boise, Idaho. So I appreciate you guys a lot. And I'm ready to
Well,
bring that energy and aggressiveness to the field.
and they're ready to see you make it official on Wednesday and get up here and play. You got a number yet?
No, I'm trying to see. I gotta ask them about that, but I'm trying to either get that 33 or that 7, man.
Oh, well, we'll see if we can make it happen. Hey, man, appreciate your time, Cortez. Again, really appreciate it. Congratulations and enjoy Wednesday. And look forward to meeting you and seeing you up here in Boise and getting a chance to cover you on the blue, man. Best of luck the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.
There he
Thanks, Cortez.
is. Cortez Hogans, a big-time get from Snow College, and started his career, as we said, at there in Illinois. And man, it's that's a big one, Colin. He's as you said, I mean, you get Nebraska and Illinois all coming in and talking to you, particularly a school like Nebraska. I know they're having their issues, but it's still Nebraska, and it's the Big Ten, and for Scott Frost. So I mean, for them to offer him to say no thanks, that says a lot about what he thinks of Boise.
Yeah, I mean, they came in late, and I'm sure when fans see that, they think, "Oh no, we lost him. He's going to Nebraska," and he didn't. He stuck through, and he's going to be a Bronco come Wednesday as long as he signs. So we got a couple more days, and I think fans are going to be really excited to have him on the field.
Yeah, Monday night. We're posting this on a Monday night, so Monday evening we just recorded the interview and we'll get it posted. So my voice is terrible, so I'm going to get off of here. I know folks would have rather enjoyed hearing Colin and enjoyed his questions more than mine. So appreciate you guys for bearing with me. Bronco Nation News, Colin, good job. Our associate reporter for the spring semester. Appreciate him helping us out here, doing a great job. And that's 10 now, I think. I think that's 10 guys we've now talked to, and we got one more scheduled for this evening and one tomorrow as well, I think. So we're going to have almost the whole class here. We were doing pretty good till they kept adding all these late ones, Colin. We were almost going to get everybody, and then the last 4 or 5 days they've added like 5 guys, which has kind of screwed us up here. But we're working to effort them as well. And so thank you. Hope you guys have had a chance to catch them all out on the website. And then don't forget, we're going to do a live signing day show Wednesday at 8:00. Wednesday at 8:00. Colin and I will wrap up signing day. If there were any surprises, we'll talk about the class. We'll talk to hopefully a couple guys live about what it means to officially be signed. We'll play some clips from some other guys we've talked to. So going to be a lot of fun, probably like 8 to 9 on Wednesday night. So stick with us and make sure you go to BroncoNationNews.com. You can go to BlueTurfSports.com as well, my previous employer. We love them too. But BroncoNationNews.com. Check it out. Subscribe. $52 for an entire year if you use the promo code signing day. Use the promo code signing day. You can get a discount, $52 for the whole year. Help pay for Colin's hotel down to the bowl game. We'd appreciate that. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for checking out Bronco Nation News. Thanks to Colin. Thanks to Cortez Hogans. And we will talk to you later.